2025. McDonald's snack wrap is back. So, what exactly is a snack wrap? 1. What is a snack wrap? Have you ever walked into a McDonald's on a rushed afternoon, just wanting something quick and light, but still not as guilty as a giant burger? I still remember the first time I saw the snack wrap on the menu. It was around 2006. Back then, I was a medical resident, working crazy hours, sometimes only getting a few minutes between shifts. And the snack wrap was a total lifesaver on days like that. If you've never had one before, McDonald's snack wrap is a soft tortilla filled with either crispy or grilled chicken, some fresh lettuce, a bit of shredded cheese, and a light sauce, like ranch or honey mustard. Not too big, not too small. Just the right size to hold in one hand, fills you up just enough, and best of all, super convenient. This item was designed as a go-to option for people racing against deadlines, students grabbing a quick bite between classes, or even those with mild diabetes looking for a snack that doesn't mess with their diet, but still satisfies both the mind and the taste buds. As a doctor, I always talk about the importance of health awareness, and while snack wraps aren't exactly superfoods, they can be part of a smart solution if you use them wisely. It's not about avoiding fast food altogether. It's about understanding what you're eating, when to eat it, and how to eat it the right way. It's not a perfect meal, but it is a thoughtful effort from McDonald's to give people more personalized choices, especially in a world that's constantly speeding up. And you know what? Behind that little McDonald's snack wrap is a much bigger story about the market, consumer behavior, and its unexpected comeback in 2025. But first, let's talk about why this little thing used to be a total bestseller back in the day. 2. What's in it? Now let's break down the McDonald's snack wrap. Not in a lab-coated kind of way, but from someone who loves fast food and understands how the body reacts to what we eat. The star of the show, of course, is the chicken. The snack wrap uses 100% white meat chicken breast. That's the lean stuff, lower in fat than thighs or wings. Depending on your preference, you can go for the crispy chicken with that golden, crunchy coating, or grilled, which is lighter on oil and better suited for people watching their calorie intake. I've had plenty of patients with high blood pressure or trying to lose weight who assume picking the grilled option means they're good to go. But nope, what really matters is the sauce. And here's the interesting part. McDonald's lets you choose from different sauces, from rich, creamy ranch to sweet honey mustard, or even salsa roja with a Mexican twist. Each one brings a totally different flavor experience. But from a doctor's perspective, ranch dressing is often the sneaky part that bumps up the fat and sodium in a snack wrap. One small packet can make up 30-40% of the recommended daily sodium intake for an average adult. Yep, seriously. Next up, the lettuce and cheese. Lettuce sounds healthy, but let's be honest. It's such a small amount that it barely makes a dent nutritionally. The cheese, usually cheddar jack or Monterey jack, adds that salty, creamy flavor, but it also brings in saturated fats, which you really want to keep in check if you're watching your heart health. And finally, the tortilla itself. Soft, chewy, and super easy to wrap. But remember, that tortilla alone adds about 120 to 150 calories, mostly from simple carbs. Not necessarily bad, but if you're on a low-carb diet or managing prediabetes, it's something to think about. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this wrap is bad or dangerous. What I am saying is, there's no such thing as a totally harmless or perfect food. What matters most is how you eat it, when you eat it, why you eat it, and whether you actually understand what's in it. The snack wrap can be a smart fast food choice, if you pair it wisely. Like instead of grabbing fries with it, go for a fruit cup or bottled water. Instead of ordering 2 wraps, maybe try 1 wrap plus some veggies from home. That's part of the #healthawareness mindset I try to spread through videos like this. In the next section, I'll share why such a handy little item ended up disappearing from McDonald's menu and how it made an unexpected comeback in 2025. Trust me, there's a very human story behind it all. 3. The origin story and market roller coaster. You might be surprised to learn that the snack wrap didn't originate in the U.S., even though fast food trends are usually tied to America. This little wrap actually debuted in Poland back in 2004. At that time, McDonald's was trying to adapt to changing customer habits. People weren't just looking for burgers and fries anymore. They wanted something lighter, quicker, and more flexible for snack time. By 2006, the snack wrap officially launched in the U.S., and it took off like crazy. I remember during that time, a lot of my patients, especially younger ones, started asking me, "Hey doc, is the snack wrap okay to eat?" They saw it as a less guilty option when they craved McDonald's. And honestly, compared to a Big Mac, a snack wrap really is a smarter choice, as long as you manage your portions. The real charm of the snack wrap? It came in so many versions, from crispy to grilled chicken, from ranch to salsa roja, even spicy chipotle BBQ. Snack wraps were basically customizable for every taste. And that, which seemed like a strength, actually turned out to be one of its biggest weaknesses within the McDonald's system. In 2016, McDonald's USA suddenly discontinued the snack wrap. Not because people didn't love it, but because making one was too complicated. It slowed down kitchen operations and messed with McDonald's top priority, speed. Then came 2020, and the COVID pandemic hit hard. McDonald's had to simplify its menu to keep things running, and that's when the snack wrap was officially removed from the menu across the U.S. Its departure left a lot of fans disappointed. I still remember one night, after a late shift, I sat in my car and typed snack wrap into Google. The results? Page after page of people begging for it to come back. On Reddit, on Twitter, even on change.org petitions with over 18,000 signatures. What does that tell us? That sometimes food isn't just something you eat. It's memory, emotion, and a connection between brand and customer. The snack wrap had all of that. And then in 2025, McDonald's finally brought it back. But this time, not exactly how it used to be. 4. Why it got killed off. You know, there's something I always tell my patients, and remind myself too. Not everything people love gets to last. McDonald's snack wrap is the perfect example of that. Even though it was praised as a responsible fast food option, easy to carry, filling but not heavy, the complexity of making it was ultimately its downfall. I once read an internal McDonald's report that said, to make just one snack wrap, kitchen staff had to stop what they were doing, change gloves, gather separate ingredients, and hand-assemble each part, totally different from the streamlined, assembly line style that fast food depends on. And with a chain that runs thousands of locations across the U.S., just one slowdown in the process can throw everything off. It's kind of like medicine. When one part of a system goes out of sync, the impact can spread fast. But it wasn't just about time. The snack wrap had too many variations: grilled chicken, crispy chicken, 4 to 5 sauces, 2 types of cheese. That meant the system had to store and prep a bunch of different ingredients. It not only slowed things down, it increased operating costs, the chance of mistakes, and even added stress on staff. From a business perspective, I get why McDonald's made the tough call to retire the snack wrap in 2016. And by the time COVID hit in 2020, things got even more serious. Like many other brands, McDonald's had to trim its menu to survive, and complex items like the snack wrap, naturally they were the first to go. I don't blame McDonald's. As a doctor, I totally understand. Sometimes survival means making hard choices, even cutting out things people once loved. But in a way, that's exactly why customers grew to appreciate the snack wrap even more. Not just for the taste, but for the freedom of choice it represented. Something not too big, not too small. Something that didn't force you to order a massive combo just to get a bite of chicken. And the movement to bring it back, from online campaigns to those 18,000 signatures on change.org, proved one thing. The snack wrap wasn't just food. It was a consumer voice, a symbol of the growing demand for mindful fast food in a fast-paced world. 5. The comeback and the 2025 version. Honestly, I never thought this day would come. But on July 10, 2025, McDonald's officially brought the snack wrap back to U.S. menus, nearly a decade after it disappeared. And this time, it wasn't just a comeback. It was a reboot, with a new recipe, a new strategy, and an entirely new philosophy behind it. The first thing you'll notice? No more grilled chicken. McDonald's decided to stick with just the crispy chicken, but upgraded it to their new McCrispy strips, crunchier, thicker, and standardized to match the workflow across all locations. Personally, I think that's a smart move. From both an operations and nutrition perspective, focusing on one protein makes it easier to control quality and easier to eat for people who don't like surprises. As for flavors, 2 versions were rolled out for testing. Ranch, featuring a light creamy garlic sauce that's smooth and classic. Spicy, inspired by the McCrispy pepper, just the right amount of heat to wake up your taste buds, but not too intense. As a doctor, I'll be real with you. This isn't a snack for people on a strict diet. The Crispy Plus Ranch version has around 320-330 calories, 16 G's of fat, and nearly 800 milliliters of sodium. But in the context of a snack, or as a smarter alternative to traditional fast food, it's definitely more manageable. And that's what mindful eating is all about. Another bonus? The price is right. It's around $2.99, $300, or you can grab a combo with 2 wraps, fries, and a drink. In today's unpredictable economy and rising inflation, that's a price point that works for college students, working folks, and young families alike. What also impressed me was how McDonald's incorporated new tech into the wrap-making process. They've rolled out dedicated equipment for assembling wraps, speeding things up, reducing mistakes, and best of all, making it way less stressful for employees. No more dreading the complicated item on the line. And here's what really moved me. The snack wrap didn't come back because of some corporate profit play. It returned because of community voices. Campaigns like #BringBackTheWrap, nonstop comments on Reddit, TikTok, YouTube, and McDonald's actually listened. For me, as someone who used to eat snack wraps during hospital shifts, a doctor who values mindful choices in fast food, and a storyteller on YouTube. This is a beautiful example of how a brand can honor customer memories and use innovation to serve them better. The snack wrap is back, and this time, I believe it's here to stay longer and grow stronger. 6. Nutrition facts and calories. Here's something I've always believed. Healthy eating doesn't mean cutting everything out completely. It means knowing what you're eating and learning how to eat it wisely. So let's break it down in simple terms. What's actually inside a snack wrap, and how can you enjoy it without wrecking your health goals? A McCrispy Plus Ranch snack wrap contains roughly 320, 330 kcal, 16 g of fat, about 4 to 5 g of saturated fat, 33 g of carbs, 10 g of protein, 780 milligrams of sodium. Now, if you eat 2 snack wraps in a combo meal, your sodium intake could go past 1,500 mg. That's nearly 70% of the recommended daily limit for an adult. That can be a problem if you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart disease. But that doesn't mean you have to say goodbye to the snack wrap. Here are a few tips I've picked up from seeing thousands of patients. Stick to 1 wrap, not 2. Treat it like a snack, not a full meal. Add some fresh veggies or fruit at home to make the meal more balanced. Skip the fries plus soda combo. Swap in water, unsweetened iced tea, or low-fat milk. That alone saves you 300-400 calories. Ask for less sauce. Most McDonald's will let you customize. Try light ranch or even no sauce if you're watching fat and sodium. Avoid eating it right after the gym or when you're super hungry. In those moments, your body absorbs sugar, salt, and fat more aggressively. Snack wraps are better as a midday snack than a post-workout meal. The snack wrap isn't your enemy. It only becomes a problem when things get out of control. As a doctor, I'll never tell you to stop eating what you love, but I will help you understand that every small choice adds up to your long-term health. And that's the heart of health awareness I try to share in every video like this. 7. The impact and behind-the-scenes adjustments. Here's something very few people outside the industry know. To bring back an item like the snack wrap, McDonald's didn't just print new menus. They had to rework their entire operational system. And as someone who's worked in hospitals, where everything needs to be fast, precise, and synchronized, I was honestly impressed. Let's not forget, one of the main reasons snack wraps were discontinued in the first place was because they slowed down the kitchen. Each wrap required special, separate ingredients, being hand-rolled to order, a glove change, and took 40 to 60 seconds to prepare. While a burger, just 15 to 20 seconds. Now imagine that over hundreds of orders per hour, kitchen backups, longer wait times, stressed employees, and for McDonald's, a brand built on speed that just wasn't acceptable. That's why the 2025 snack wrap comeback included something totally new. A dedicated Wrap Station 2.0. This machine heats tortillas automatically to the perfect temp, pre-ports ingredients, sauce, and cheese based on preset menu configurations, requires only one simple fold from the employee instead of full manual wrapping. The result? A snack wrap now takes just 22 seconds to make, same as a burger. Everything is more synchronized, more accurate, fewer mistakes, and the taste? Still spot on. But the part I appreciate most isn't the technology. What really stands out to me is this. McDonald's actually listened. They didn't just bring the item back for hype. They changed from within to make sure it can last this time. That benefits customers, and just as importantly, the crew members working behind the scenes. So many brands ignore feedback or make half-hearted marketing gestures. But this time, McDonald's invested to serve better, faster, and with more flexibility. And from a doctor's point of view, that's what community wellness really means. It starts with the little things, like a snack wrap that's faster, cleaner, and more consistent. 8. User reactions and media response. The snack wrap came back, and the internet went wild. TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, everyone was buzzing with excitement. But just days after launch, the reviews started rolling in. And like with any food that gets mythologized, not everyone was satisfied. Business Insider called it a highly anticipated return, especially in a rough economy where people are craving affordable but satisfying options. Eat this. Not that praised the ranch flavor for being creamy and balanced, and said the spicy version had a surprisingly deep kick. But they also threw some shade at the presentation. Doesn't look like the photos. A bit flat and underwhelming in appearance. And that reminded me of a key lesson from medicine. Perception is personal. To one person, it's a lifesaver lunch. To another, just a tortilla with a dab of sauce and barely any chicken. Yep, one of the most common complaints was, "It's all tortilla. Where's the chicken?" And honestly, from a doctor's perspective, that's something I've warned patients about too. Let's talk about the tortilla. Tortillas are a source of refined carbs, meaning they're digested quickly and can spike your blood sugar if not balanced with protein and fiber. And if the chicken portion in a snack wrap is reduced to cut costs, that meal quickly becomes nothing more than a sauce-filled carb wrap, lacking real nutritional value. I'm not here to bash it, but I totally get why some customers felt let down. They expected the snack wrap to come back exactly as it was in 2006. But nostalgia? It always looks better than reality. That said, there's still a bright side. Most people welcomed its return with an open mind. Plenty of young customers who never got to try the original snack wrap now have a chance to experience it for the first time. And those who remember the glory days? Even if they're a little disappointed, they're still happy McDonald's listened and took action. Personally, I believe if McDonald's continues to tweak the formula, like increasing the protein, offering low-sodium or extra protein versions, this item could easily earn a permanent spot on the menu. Fast food isn't going anywhere, but it can evolve. Fast food will always be part of modern life. But what's worth celebrating is when a brand starts to take consumer choices seriously. And for me, this snack wrap comeback, it's not just a trend. It's a sign that the F&B industry is evolving toward personalization, responsibility, and most importantly, human connection. Final thoughts. You've been with me on this entire journey, exploring the story of McDonald's snack wrap. From its creation, to its disappearance, to its comeback as a symbol of memory and change. And here's the real message I want to leave you with. The snack wrap isn't just about food. It's a lesson in health, in decision-making, and in how we live in a world that moves way too fast. We live in a time where fast food isn't an occasional treat anymore. It's become a daily norm. Less time, more pressure, Food that's cheap, fast, convenient, and yes, addictive. As a doctor, I've seen far too many patients, from CEOs to college students, suffer from chronic illnesses caused by uncontrolled eating habits. But I'm not here to criticize. I'm here to share something important. Yes, you can live a healthy life in a fast food world, if you shift the way you think. There's a concept I keep repeating to my patients: smart eating. Smart eating doesn't mean eating 100% clean. It doesn't mean you can never touch a burger again. It doesn't mean you must give up soda forever. Smart eating means knowing exactly what's in the food you choose, knowing how much is enough, and knowing when to balance it with movement, fiber, water, and self-care. Take this snack wrap, for example. If you're hungry midday, instead of grabbing a fried chicken combo with soda, you go for one wrap plus water and then take a 15-minute walk afterward. That's smart eating. If yesterday you had too much sugar, then today you cut back on carbs, load up on greens, and get more sleep. That's smart eating. And when you start learning how to listen to your body, you'll realize something amazing. Your body appreciates even the smallest acts of kindness. You don't need to be a nutrition expert. You just need awareness. You don't have to eat perfectly every time. You just have to make a few better choices each day. And if you've watched all the way to this point, I truly believe you're ready to be someone who eats smart, not emotionally. Let food be your ally, not your enemy. And let your journey to better health start with something as small as a snack wrap. Thank you for joining me through this entire series. If this resonated with you, please share it with someone who's ready to get back on track with their eating habits. Drop a comment below. I choose to eat smart. And always remember, health awareness isn't a trend, it's a way of life.